Bishop, my boss at the parish council for the 1 year because he will be the member of parliament for Central Manchester. The next speaker is a general. The next speaker is someone with integrity. The next speaker no have no problem with his wife. The next speaker Donovan for everyone. The next member of parliament for Central Manchester, DM Donovan Mitchell.
Get ready to go.
For us already? We are hurry up, because a certain man look like him can wait till 5 o'clock. So he's predicting that by 1 o'clock, he will vacate his seat. And the seat will be renovated by 5 o'clock. So it's giving us 4 hours between 1 and 5. So that at 5 o'clock on the 3rd of September, one Marketee will occupy the chair. You see, comrades, we have to understand, that Saul has lost and Saul did lose his favor with God. And the prophet Samuel went and anointed David. But even though David was anointed to be king, David waited in a second place, even though the first place belonged to him, until the time come. The time is now. And so on the 3rd of September, the right man will take his lawful place in Jamaica, because we know that Marketee is the only one that can bring Jamaica out of the problems that we are in. I want to big up the Deputy General Secretary of the People's National Party. I want to big up the Vice President, Comrade Michael Phillips. I want to big up the former General Secretary, Comrade Peter Buntin. He is the candidate for South Manchester. And the last time when he was the General Secretary, we won this election of 2011 by a landslide. And so I know and I believe that when this election is over, it will be one Peter B and the people of South Manchester, because it is better.
I just gotta say, smoke your ganja. It gives me a good sense of humor. No mercy.
I got my colleague candidate, Comrade Azan, because I know come the 3rd of September, oh, what a weeping and a wailing. He should have taken his advice from Andrew, because Andrew never want him. Andrew never want him. But people tell Andrew that they have to give him the job. Comrades, it will be a weeping and a wailing and a gnashing of teeth when Comrade Azan beat up that man and send him home. Go sit down and learn what it is to represent the people of Clarendon. Comrades, when I come to Porus, they call me Don. But I tell them there's only one Don. I want to big him up tonight. But when I look at the thousands of comrades that are here in the square of Porous, my heart full. Comrades,
One
pick up
ship.
yourself.
One skin. Candy
I feel good. I went on a little bit of a tour with Comrade Michaela. When I go into Greenville, I think I was in the Sea of Orange. And when I went into South Manchester on the other side, the people them tell me them ready. And when I drive through Central Manchester, I feel so good that I feel a feeling that I never felt before, because the comrades of Central Manchester is ready for a new day. Comrades of Porous and Central Manchester, there's one good thing, one great thing that Comrade Buntin, myself, and Comrade Azan has agreed on. That we will have a bypass coming into Porous somehow off the highway. It cannot be. The livelihood of Porous is dead. And I want to thank the police. When we met with them at Trinity Baptist Church, and they listened to us, and they agreed that they will open up back the businesses in Porous up to late in the evenings, that the people of Porous can survive. Comrades, will do more than that for Porous. Because when I pass Roxborough today, I hear Norman Mandy say, remember the people of Porous and the Jamaica Welfare Center. We are going to make it back into the best training center that Jamaica have ever seen. When I talk to the people at the National Water Commission, they say, Comrade Buntin, just tell Comrade Mark to get the wells that are in Porous and provide water for the people of Porous and its environs, because there's a lot of wells in Porous that can serve the water for the people of Porous and its environs. So hear me, comrades. Hear me, comrades. The other night, I was in an interview on a certain radio station, and a certain man asked me a question and say, what is your relationship with the business people in Mandeville? Because them things, them not have no friend more than the little normal people. But comrades, I want to big up the business people in Porous. I want to big up the business people in Mandeville. Because the business community, they have always been a friend of Donovan Mitchell. Comrades, they talk about youths, but everybody know me. Me love the young people them. Because the youth is not for tomorrow, they are now. And as a party, the PNP will make sure that all the youths in this country, we will find a way to make you into better entrepreneurs, so that when you go to the credit unions or you go to the PC bank, you can find some money. They will lend you some money to do some business startup, because we believe in the young people of this country. You know, comrades, I came into Porous the other night. I was coming from Clarendon, Comrade Mark. I want you to listen to this one, because this is no joke. I stopped up the road there to buy a sandwich and a cup of ginger tea. And there was a labor right there. He said to us, I have always been a laborite. He's not from this parish. He's from Westmoreland or St. Elizabeth. And he was quarreling left, right, and center. And he said, look how Darrell make we lose the election. Where Darrell are go with them the whole bus. And the first, and comrades, 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 everybody know I don't tell lie. And when I left there, I said to my driver and my security, it's the first time I ever feel so bad about a labor right. The man was literally crying because he says it's the first time he know that them lose the election because Darrell Vaz go take up some whole bus, come give the picnic them in a Jamaica. And him say, what make it look bad, Comrade Buntin? If Darrell did buy the tires, buy some new tires, American put them on the bus them before them come here, it wouldn't so bad. But when you look on the bus them, that you have to go buy new tires now to put on them in a problem. But comrades, I don't have much to do with them. But there was one thing I know. Labor rights don't know them boundary. Because when I go up the top there, so I see the labor right put up them office in a central Manchester. So them don't know them boundaries. When I look on the post them, when you go up a Clarkstown there, the labor right put up them all of them posters in a central Manchester. So the way of me big and strong, a two labor right to fight against me one time. One from south and one from central. But comrades, if them come 10 ways, they shall depart 1,000 ways. Comrades, I am certain that the comrades of Central Manchester is ready for a new day. The comrades of Broadleaf is ready for a new day. The comrades of Clarkstown is ready for a new day. The comrades of Royal Flat is ready for a new day. The comrades of Knockpatrick is ready for a new day. The comrades of Malvini, they are ready for a new day. The comrades of Banana Ground tell me them ready long time. And comrades, if me never even want to fight and try hard, I just see my mother and my sister and my father come in a while ago. Hear the man. My sister say, Comrade Lynn, Comrade Sylvia Lynn and their daughter, Comrade Juliet. My sister tell me the other day, say, let me tell you something. Me I warn you. Because if you lose the election, mommy I got dead, I'm not ready for mommy dead yet. So comrades, every single comrades in central Manchester have to put their shoulder to the wheel and we're going to win this election and show them how elections are run. Comrades, I will say this to you and take my seat. Comrade Golden, you can put Central Manchester in the winning column. Because I know, you know, we all know that Central Manchester is for the People's National Party. Comrades, I feel good. But let me remind you that on Monday, nomination day, I want all the comrades of Central Manchester to come out in a one shirt. Any shirt you have, once a PNP shirt, come out there. And we're going to show them how nomination run, how the People's National Party business run. Comrades, you will hear some more of me. But I tell you, this race that we are fighting is for the heart and soul of Jamaica. Don't give it up, comrades. Don't sell your votes. Don't sell your votes. Don't sell your votes. $30,000 can last for 5 years. $50,000 can last for 5 years. Comrades, I am for everyone. And when you cast that vote on the 3rd of September, and at 7:30 when they declare me the winner, we shall know each other better when the mist have rolled away. Comrades, God bless you. Walk good.
Donovan Mitchell, you hear me? We no pet now powder, we say run that every time. Sin, yeah man. Da da da. Yeah.
Central
Yeah,
Manchester,
yeah.
one of them, one of them.
There are lots of signs in life, signs that remain unlike. You could be living this minute, the next minute you're gone away. Hey. Hold up your head, no Donovan. Be contrast, no Donovan. And by your works you should show.
DJ, we find one song with. Don't play nothing yet. Don't play nothing yet. Comrades, then keep. Comrades, let me tell you something. Then keep something what they announce the election. And me can tell you, say one bus from Alligator Pond with 17 smaddy in it. 10 big people and 7 little people. We no want to watch that and make no comrade feel like say them have a chance. We no frightened so easy. You no find it? We no frightened so easy. That no scare we. We represent. Easy. 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 Fathers King, big up yourself, you know. The next speaker, after everything we're going in 2020, then couldn't even shake one of them block. Then couldn't even shake one of the window jam. Instant firm and strong. The general out of Northwest Manchester. One usher. Michael. Usher. Phillips.
So me say yo, Michael Phillips. Best MP for Northwest Manchester. Michael Phillips. Well, lane, you know. Michael. You know the thing when man a braff, man. At the up top boss, you know the braff to see him kick it off like a ball. Make it roll, you know the thing go. Man, Michael, are you the people them say no? Some boy with pies away, Jay. Hear me in Manchester. Stay now we own now we own alien, so no boy can't style way. Now we own alien, yeah. Michael Phillips. Michael no frightened for link, just start to we think. And we not trust some boy, cause them with pies we drink. And if we no rate you, we no go run your people. We no bomb in a Phillips know how fi hold out. If we can't buy a split, much less see why you join Michael Phillips now bogot. Cause we born as a thugs, mother never grew up with win. We no frightened for people, no frightened for people, no.
Comrades! When I say PNP, you say power. PNP! Comrade leader. Blood and fire, comrades. PNP river come down. Bank to bank.
And I know, comrades, that Wholeness is watching the live feed right now. And since him watching, I'm going to tell him, this is not an imported crowd. This is a Manchester crowd. Our leader, don't have to carry nobody with him. Because anywhere I go, PNP dead. Because by the time Wholeness have to leave Mile Gully last night, I have 5 people left back in a Mile Gully Square because everybody has gone back to Kingston with him. But comrades, election day, you're going to get from blick the pad cover there. Enough. When PNP, victory.
How them man bow them back? Ready?
Coachy load from in a Netherlands, where the grabbers think like.
But comrades, we're not frightened for nobody. We're not trouble nobody. But if Andrew Holness and the other people them think say them going to get Northwest Manchester, well, them have one thing coming. Because what I can say to the party leader tonight is that our margin of victory in Northwest Manchester is going to be bigger than we have ever seen it in a very long time.
Living like a mob star, we a Sparta. We support the parties like a sponsor. You know see the carrot from the.
But the Prime Minister should be ashamed of himself. Because he went to Halfway Tree on Sunday. And instead of complimenting Comrade Mark Golding about the plans he has for the people of Jamaica, the only answer he had was 2 months of free bus fare for picnic. He should be ashamed of himself. And him think say Manchester people are fool. For years we have been asking them to fix Winston Jones Highway. The amount of people that has died on Winston Jones Highway from the potholes that was there. And as election come, them spending over $100 million out of Winston Jones Highway. Prime Minister, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Them know me head mad, so me turn mad. Them know me head mad, so me turn mad, so me turn mad.
Manchester people cannot be fooled. Him can go somewhere else, go try it, but we won't get fooled by that. I won't even start on the school bus them. My little niece called them the Big Bird bus. But what I will say about it is that the PNP stands on our plan to move 20,000 students on a daily basis on a school bus system better than what the GLP has proposed. We will not back down from that. And the only thing I will tell Darrell Vaz, stay in your lane because you're not bright like me. No day, no time.
Mobi, no fear them, no day. Feel say your bad, come touch me then, come rush me then.
So let me hear it. For the Norman Manley PNP, let me hear you say power. For the PJ Patterson PNP, let me hear you say power.
Turn them and make that, man and make walk. Go kill a 4-4, make your power out. Bad man thing and not talking.
Miller Cobras, let me hear you say power.
No tuggy you what? Them
For
one
the
over.
Peter Phillips Cobras, let me hear you say power. And for the next Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golden, Cobras, power.
Now let me let.
Comrades, the election just start. And this is going to be a serious election. The Jamaica Labour Party is so desperate, they would want to come and buy your vote. They will bring violence. But I want to faith in the Almighty. Faith in the Almighty that He wants good for Jamaica. And wanting good for Jamaica is wanting the PNP to form the next government. So when fire there must tail, him think a cool breeze. But PNP River come down, bang to bang. Comrades, let me hear you say power. 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 One love, comrades.
This a bad man settings. Bad man do action.
Who is going to be Minister of Security? The General. We are going to make sure say, we can sleep safe our yard. The General, who is going to help us take back South Manchester. The General, who is going to win by 2,000 plus. When I say Peter, you say Buntin. Peter, Peter, Peter. Comrade Chairman, Comrade Leader, comrades on the platform, comrades all. I have been attending joint meetings in Porus since 2007. And what I can tell you is that tonight, this is the biggest meeting Porus has ever seen. Comrade Leader, Comrade Wint has just arrived. Big him up. You're late. Sit down. Sit down. Comrade Leader, Comrade Wint, Comrade Phillips, Comrade Mitchell, and myself are in big trouble. How we going to move the amount of people to Mandeville mass meeting next Sunday, the 24th? Many of these comrades started with us at 11 a.m. this morning. And the level of energy that is still in the crowd at 7:30 is amazing. It's like you can't tired. Big up the comrades. Big up the comrades.
2020, there were people going around in Central and South Manchester saying PNP had been in those seats so long and didn't do anything. And me never say nothing, me kind of just watch how the thing go. But after they have had those 2 seats, what can they point to that they have done in the last 5 years? What I can tell you, in 2 terms in Central Manchester, I built a new Belfield Primary School. I built a new Mount St. Joseph High School. We made Bel-Air High grant-aided and added 1,000 public quality high school spaces. We built 3 new basic schools, Georges Valley, Anna Miller, Banana Ground. We added classroom blocks to Zion Hill, Macintosh Memorial, Mandeville Primary. In 2 terms in Central Manchester, PNP built more schools than the GLP has built in the entire Jamaica over the last 2 terms. Do that, but that is the past. I don't want to dwell in the past. I just want to show you the track record. But last night, we had a fantastic launch of the PNP's manifesto for the 2025 election. And I want to tell you, so far, under the leadership of Mark Golden and a General Secretary in whom I am well pleased, Dayton Campbell, the PNP has not set a foot wrong in this campaign. The PNP road program sell off. The campaign music, blood and fire comrades sell off. The manifesto launch sell off. And now I want to talk about something which is in the manifesto. And I want the attention of police officers, nurses, all public servants who work overtime. Because I want you to know that the PNP is going to do this for you. In our manifesto last night, we gave a commitment that was launched last night. We gave a commitment that overtime pay for persons in the public sector and otherwise who earn overtime. If you are taking home less than $6 million a year, your overtime earnings will be tax-free under the People's National Party government. The PNP cares for public sector workers. The PNP would not behave as how the wicked Andrew Holness administration has behaved. We would not bully you into accepting 20% while we give the Prime Minister and his cabinet 300% increase. And right now, the offer on the table to public sector workers is 0%. 0% in the first year. that is disrespect. The People's National Party will do better than that. And you know, this JLP administration is so lie that they will do anything to stick to power. So one of the lies I hear them saying is that them trying to turn off the police. Them say if the People's National Party comes to power, they won't keep the commissioner of police. That is a lie from the pit of hell. First of all, we separated operations from policy in the 90s when KD night. So, a Minister of National Security does not direct the operations of the police force. But also, in our Constitution, there is a Police Service Commission. They are the ones responsible for selecting and appointing and promoting senior police officers. But more importantly than even those two, this commissioner is following the policies that were advocated by the People's National Party. So why would we want to replace somebody who is following our policies? We were always against the unconstitutional and ineffective states of emergency. And it is only since this commissioner has come to office and stopped that foolishness, because we challenged it in the courts, the PNP and others, and we wouldn't support the extension in the Senate, that wasteful exercise has stopped. And it is since then, and we are grateful that we see the murder rate coming down. But they could have started it 10 years earlier. Because of that, more Jamaicans have been murdered under this JLP administration in their 2 terms than any other 2 terms in the history of Jamaica. Comrades, the truth of the matter is that the vast majority of the JLP leadership are eater food people. They're in it for themselves. They're in it to enrich themselves. Them don't matter that is them buy new car for themselves, but old car for the police and old bus for the children. As long as them can eat a food off of the contract to procure those things. So the labor rights will tell any lie. All right, make the truck go through. As TJ said, we don't want nobody to get run over. The labor rights are not in it because they want to help the average Jamaican. They are in it to enrich themselves and their cronies. And that is why they are now shocked that the people of Jamaica are rising up and say, Andrew must go down. The whole of up, they must go down. Because Andrew belly full, but the people at the street are struggling to make ends meet. So comrades, know yourself. Know yourself. Don't sell out your future for a mess of pottage. Tell them, say you're not frightened for money. Them can't buy you like how they bought our ancestors. This is not just about the next election. This campaign is about the next generation of Jamaicans, your children and your grandchildren. This campaign is about making sure that taxpayers' money are spent in ways that benefit. Right now, when you go to Mandeville Regional Hospital, you cannot even get toilet paper. Yet, the government is spending hundreds of millions of dollars renting piece of the Mega Mart building, which has been empty since 2019 when they started the contract to rent it. Right now on Labor Day, we were at the basic school up in Trinity. And a mother said to me, Comrade Buntin, you don't know why the birth rate go down in Jamaica. Well, she said, me can't tell you about Manchester. We're afraid of the hospital. We don't want them kill we off or kill we picnic. Fear not, because the trumpet has sounded, and hundreds of thousands of comrades are answering the call all across Jamaica, from the Grill to Moran Point. And in Manchester, we are going to lead the way to ensure that we take 4 out of 4 and put Mark Jefferson Golding in Jamaica House.
Yes, everybody carries that.
Remind you, and I want you to remind your neighbor, your family member, everyone, that this campaign is about putting someone in Jamaica House whose hands are clean and whose heart is pure. Someone whose integrity returns are certified can take shame out of Jamaica Eye on the international market. Someone who is not under investigation for illicit enrichment, like about 8 or 10 of them over there, led by Andrew Honis.
Then chat about things like those and
someone who comes to serve and not to scrape, and to ensure that all of you, your children and your grandchildren, can have a better life in this Jamaica. One love, one heart.
bad mind people.
The General Valentine wins. He will make it. For love, for love, for love in Manchester.
Never give up, dog. Now stop try. Have to get up, dog. No wait one time, banging line you dog.
Northeast, so not ready for fire.
You
Northeast.
go come, dog. And 9:05 when you see me pull up, dog. The moon dog.
Why poor us don't look good? This is the parish, entire parish meeting. Oh my God. Look good, man. Only no poor down here at all, and the rich in a PNP. PNP rich down here. You know, comrades, I had a little spot meeting up in Allison this evening, because I figured that the tour would have carried to about 7 o'clock. But then I wanted to leave and couldn't leave. People never want me left. So they said, I must come and come back up there. Because they want PNP, 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 more PNP. As you would have heard, we have a little importee up there in Northeast Manchester representing the other side. And I hear that she said she wants to take over from the legacy of Audley Shaw, former member of parliament. But this is a man who get paid every single month. And in my work, up in Northeast Manchester, you know, if we pay you for weed, and we pay for dig yam, and we pay for make yam hill, we check what you do. And if you no work, we no pay you. And if at all you collect and don't work, we call you thief. Now, if somebody want to take over the legacy of somebody who work, who collect pay and no work, then what you want to do? What you want to go do? What you want to go do? All right. I often ask the question, how a man can be there for so long and no work and they still put him back. They tell me, say, I threw him a man a yard. Now, this importee is not a woman a yard, but she just want the legacy of. Legacy of doing what? No, of thieving. She want to come up there for legacy. You want him legacy, you know. And his legacy is to collect piano work. And you want that, then it's exactly that she want to come up there for. But we will have none of that in Northeast Manchester. And certainly the people of Northeast Manchester say they want somebody who has been with them for the longest while. Somebody who has established a relationship with them over the years. They don't want no foreigner. They don't want no importee. So we know that on the 3rd of September, Northeast Manchester will join the other 3 constituencies in Manchester. So it's 4 love. 4 love, comrades, 4 love. So, comrades, I know you've been here for long. And you want to hear from our leader. You want to hear from the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. You want to hear from Marky G. You want to hear from Mark Jefferson Golden, the man who will take Jamaica to a path of recovery, the man who will lead a government that is not corrupt, the man who will set the standard that we all want to see, the standard for integrity and good governance. I want you to put your hand as we welcome to the platform, Comrade, President of the People's National Party, next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden.
Comrade Chairman of the meeting, Councillor for Alligator Pond, Comrade Omar Robinson. All of the comrades on the platform, I want to say a special welcome to our veteran, former Member of Parliament up in Northeast, none other than the great Calvin Lynn. Big up yourself, Sir Calvin. Mrs. Lynn, and young Miss Lynn. Comrades, when I looked at my itinerary for today, we start at 11 o'clock, make several stops, and the last item was spot meeting. Now when I say spot meeting, I expect a little meeting at the end where we just wrap up the thing and head our various ways. But oh my goodness, man, what is this I'm seeing in Porous tonight? PNP River, come down, bank to bank in a Porous. Yes, comrades, I want to thank everybody who came on our tour of the parish today. From Alligator Pond right through, we have been welcomed and we have been received with love. And I feel the energy of the people in Manchester. They want change. They want to get rid of these temporary members of parliament that were installed in COVID, in the COVID election of 2020. And get the parish back on track. And that track has 4 rails. There are 4 rails on that track. There's northeast and northwest. There's central and there's south. And I want every one of those 4 rails to be occupied by the train of the People's National Party. Comrade Valwyn, stand up, my brother. Comrade Mitchell, stand up, my brother. Mario. Donovan Mitchell. Comrade Mikhail, stand up, my brother. Comrade Peter Buntin, stand up, my brother. For the hard way, we are taking to them. And a 4 love them going to get. 4 love must happen. PNP come back in a Manchester. Testament tonight. Testament tonight. And comrades, last night we launched our manifesto. And our manifesto is full of policies and programs for the upliftment of the Jamaican people that are going to fix the deep challenges facing our nation and take Jamaica to a higher level, a better level. And when I was thinking about it, and I looked out in the crowd, I saw my brethren Neville Struggle Martin, who sang the great song from the 1970s that they call The Message, My Leader Banya. And I'm on Banya. I'm on Banya University Hospital. And I am on go school at Mona Prep and Campion. And after I abroad a little bit and I come back and I go Norman Mandela Law School on Mona campus. And I win a Commonwealth Scholarship and I go away and do the Masters and come back again and build my career here in Jamaica. So I am on Banya. But when I saw Struggle Martin and I thought about the song, I said, how appropriate. Because this time in the election 2025, we're going to juke them with the first in family scholarship. We're going to juke them with the rent to own. We'll juke them with the $500,000 grant for young people who want to step up in life and own a home. We're going to juke them with the Porsche. We're going to provide titles and finish infrastructure in all the Operation Pride schemes across Jamaica. We're going to juke them with the land ownership, where we're going to change the rules from the colonial masters of 60 years to 25. And if in a mine shop where they are, but PNP come for rule, yeah. You better know.
Yeah. My grandmother Banya. My grandmother Banya.
And when I think about all the hanky-panky that the Andrew Holness administration has engaged in over the last 10 years, all of the hanky-panky, we're going to juke them with the unexplained wealth orders. So anybody who can't explain them wealth have to face the law. Comrades, we're coming with a new day for the people of Jamaica. We're going to juke them with the right program. A proper subsidized school transportation system starting with 20,000 rural families. Where if we check it out with a guidance counselor or a social worker and we find out that the reason why the children or the particular child not attending school 5 days a week is because the parents can't manage the cost of transportation. They're going to get a subsidy, $10,000 per child per month under the People's National Party. And we're going to screen the drivers of the taxi and the busman them to make sure, say, everything legit, everything copper set. No old bus thing around here. And we're going to juke them with the East program. Because 55% of Jamaicans suffering from moderate to severe food insecurity, not getting the right nutrition, not getting enough calories. That's why we have so much stroke, we have so much diabetes, we have so much hypertension, which is pressure. And That's why some of the youth them not attending school 5 days a week too, because the parents struggle to find lunch money. That is why we're going to ensure every needy child in primary school, every needy child in secondary school can come to school and is guaranteed a hot, nutritious meal a day, every day in school. So no child have to miss school because of lunch money. And when I think about the farmers of this country, and agriculture is the backbone of the rural economy, but some of our farmers struggle and they don't get enough support, and yet they might import food hand over fist. They've doubled the import bill in this country for food and double the volume of imported food too. That's why we're going to take a little piece of the tax where we charge on those imported foods and put it in a fund for the Jamaican farmers so they can get some proper support. And we're going to establish that as an agricultural development fund so a farmer can get a loan or a grant through the PC Bank. He can get a proper water storage system. He can get storage to reduce post-harvest losses, and he can get help when it comes to land preparation and land itself, because we believe in giving land to farmers.
But yeah, I want my other nice sing. You sing now.
Environs, people from all over Manchester who've come here tonight. I just want to tell you, thank you for being here. I want to thank you for the support of the People's National Party over the years. But this coming election is no ordinary thing. It's a date with destiny. Either we're going to get Jamaica back on track, moving forward in a positive direction, moving away from corruption, moving away from sufferation, moving away from depression, moving positively in a direction where our children and grandchildren can have a place on the rock that they call their own, can achieve their hopes and dreams right here. They don't have to think about migrating. That is what this election is about. And comrades, they're going to try everything to the power where them have. But we are going to stand firm. Michael Mann, they said, we are not for sale. Don't forget that ever, comrades. We are not for sale. They're going to try run them money and twist up the mind with lies and propaganda. You don't see what happened at them conference. Them doctor tape. Imagine that. At them big national conference. Them play a tape with them doctor to try this Iman Marky G. We'll see it there. God not sleep, it truth come out. And the man come on radio yesterday and twist up himself in a knots. And everybody can hear, oh, what a tangled web they weave when they practice to deceive. People, wise up here, stand firm, because a new day is coming on the 3rd of September. Them have to get a beating. Them must get a beating. Power to the people, I say. One love, comrades. Power to the people.